Well, we're back in for a quick little part three, which I really didn't intend on doing, but watch my intro and I'll let you know what's going on. So I had been driving this around and I noticed the damn driver's side front was making a growling sound. So I thought, well, shit, might as well get a new bearing on that one. And I had ordered up figured I'd order up the same Mevotech inner and outer tie rod ends, sway bar bushing, and ball joints I could put on the passenger side. Well, that ended up turning into a 6-hour fiasco. Um, Trying to get the bearing out, I was whacking on the axle, the stub on there, and it was welded inside that damn hub. So I got it out, put everything all back together. I go to put the nut on here and it won't go on there. And I'm looking at the threads and I'm like, oh shit, I can file the threads out. Filed them out. I still couldn't get the nut on there. I looked at it and the damn head of this thing was all mushroomed out. So I was able to back it out of the garage, park it, and I went to a scrapyard by my work and got an axle for $25. So I figured, cool. I'll come out here today, swap the axle out. Been working on this for about an hour now. I got the axle out, barely. Couldn't get the new one in. It just wouldn't go that last centimeter to get on the shaft sticking out of the transmission. So I thought, well, maybe I'll try to pop the ball joint off, swing the whole thing out. Nope, I couldn't get that new ball joint out. I didn't want to use the pickle fork and destroy the boot. And then I thought, maybe I can kick the tie rod off and, swing this whole thing out. Nope, couldn't get that out either. So I ended up taking out the strut. And I'm glad I did because where the hell is it? There was one of these stupid camber bolts on the upper section there. And these are the ones I had put on my 12 Impala, and they rusted and broke after 3 years. So luckily for me, I had a spare. Actually, I put those camber bolts on the old 04 Impala that we sold, so that's the next owner's problem. So lucky for me, I got one of those. So I'm sitting here now. The axle came with a new nut, and she screws right on. So yeah, throw the strut back in here, do another driveway alignment, and then I'm actually going to take it in and get a alignment for real. And I still haven't been to the boneyard to get a rim yet, but got time for that. I think we're going to do that. I'm going to look for one of those fold down back seats. That'd be kind of cool. This sucks not having that in here. And then we put this stupid cover on here because the steering wheel is so worn out. I want to get a leather wheel at the boneyard. But man, she's still running like a top. We've been driving her. Got the airbags fixed. This headlight was all full of condensation. I pulled it, dried it out with a hair dryer, let it bake in the sun, and then I ran some clear silicone around. I took it out, ran it around the whole thing, and it hasn't leaked since. Oh, and I fixed this. Put some new wire loom on here to cover up all those frayed wires. But I think the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to get some new hoses, flush the coolant, change the spark plugs and wires. I mean, these are originals. So they're likely the original spark plugs too. And I think I might change the oxygen sensor back there. Change out the belt, the tensioner, the idler pulleys, air filter, change the oil, just all that regular maintenance stuff. And then maybe down the road get new struts. I don't know. These are good for now. So yeah, this will be my pseudo part 3 on this 09. I'll cut back in when I got it all back together. Well, there she is all put back together. I'm just gonna hit that with the torque wrench when I get it back on the ground. Yeah, I left the rusty old struts in there. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this frickin' ball joint, man. It probably took me an hour and a half to get the rivets from the old ones out. I was using my uh, air chisel. Good God, it was just, man. The secret to it is I had to drill through the center of the rivets with a small bit, and I went almost all the way through. I didn't go all the way through, and then I would get progressively larger with the drill bit, and then the air chisel, it would collapse the rivet in on itself. So the more force you gave it, then it would just drive them out. It probably took an hour and a half to get that out. That's why, man, never again. I'm just gonna get new damn control arms with the ball joints on them. I thought I was gonna cheap out this time because this ball joint was like $6. Wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth my time. I should have just bought some, hell, even some $30 Mevotech control arms would have been more more time well spent than doing that shit. Yeah, anyway. Oh, here's that axle, the old one. Look at how I mushroomed the end of that out. Yeah, it's no wonder I couldn't get the nut back on there. Good Lord. So now I'm going to give her I put the wheel on and give her another driveway string alignment. Yeah, oh yeah. Lost a little bit of fluid out the transmission when I popped the axle out, which is to be expected. It wasn't as much as the passenger side though. This time I set it up a little better than I did last time. I raised it up so the string passes through the center. I was doing it way too low last time. And I backed up and drove back in, and I locked the steering wheel right in the middle. So I can tell this one's pointed this way and the other one is too. So that would this one isn't as bad. That one I just put a new tie rod in, but that's why the steering wheel was cocked that way. Hopefully I'll get it right this time. Good enough to maybe next week take it in and get an alignment for real. Well, I knocked into my damn jack stand. I was gonna show you how I got the measurements dialed in. But in lieu of that, let's just see how I did. I don't know. Gonna tilt the wheel down here. All right. Let's see. Ooh, I think she's going straight. We're going in reverse right now. I'm gonna go up the street and see how I did. By midnight. All right. Ooh, am I a little to the left? I think I'm a little to the left now. Not bad though, not bad. I gotta scrub a little rust off these brakes. Not nearly as bad as it was. I mean, look at that. Little bit to the left. Little bit. Huh. Well, this is good enough to get it to the alignment shop. So just a little update here I'm going to insert. Actually took a trip to the boneyard and I snagged a leather steering wheel with the audio controls. And notice, no shifter. This is from a 06 to 11. I don't know what, you might have been an 08 I got it from. Got the little missing rubber pad for the console, and then there was these pulls were missing from the back doors. I got the ones for the front, and then I got a cluster bezel that isn't all cracked. Picked up, I went and got 2 new tires, picked up a wheel. Did I put it on? Yeah, that's the one. No, that's not the one. That's the one that was on the car. Wait a sec, I put it on the right side. I can't remember. Let's see here. Yeah, that's the one. It's all grimy because I was going to take my super clean and clean this up. So, took it to a tire shop, and purchased 2 new tires. And I mounted them, or I had them mount them on the wheels, and then I put them on the car. Asked if they could do an alignment. They're trying to tell me that the ball joints were bad, which is funny. They're brand new. I'm sure they're the $6 Mevotex from Rock Auto, but they're brand fucking new. And then they said they couldn't align it because of that and because the sway bar was broken. And god damn it, I'm like, the sway bar is not broken, just the tops of the things are. I said, can you at least just do me a favor and get the toe in correctly, because I can't seem to do it with my own driveway alignment. So they're like, yeah, and they only charged me $50 to do the toe. That's all I wanted. So it's good for now. Somewhere down the line I'll replace that sway bar, and I'm thinking, I'm eventually going to put new struts on here. I'll just do the control arms at the same time, and not worried about if the camber is off on this. I don't give a shit. These tires are going to get replaced. This is funny though, what they wanted to charge me. First they're telling me that I need an air filter. $35. Are you fucking kidding me? A cabin filter, $19 with $23 for labor. The sway bar, $296, which is funny because you get the OEM bar on Amazon is $98, and you can get those ZZ Performance ones for $80. The solid bars, $225 labor, so $521 total. And then ball joints, $117.99 for the 2 and $360 in labor. Yeah, right. Almost $1,200. Give me a fucking break, dude. So, anyways, fuck that. I got the toe in set. I got 2 new back tires. I got the wheel from the Junkyard. So, that's kind of where we're at here. I'm also gonna. This is I got this Bluetooth adapter that broke. That's taped apart. Got it running through a little noise filter, and I'm gonna hook this to the aux input so the thing has Bluetooth. Gonna do that. Oh, and I also got a score for my car. Oh, I got this one, and I think on the other side in the front, it's all busted off. Let me see. I go over here and look at it. Yeah, this one in the front. So I managed to score a couple of pieces of roof rail trim. They're kind of, just comparing them to what's on my car, they look about the same. What I'm thinking of doing, I'm gonna clean them up for first of all. I think set them out in the sun, soften them up. Gonna put them in here. Yeah, you can see how they break off. So I haven't given much thought to how I'm gonna install this, but I was looking at the Impala forums where they call these 8th gens, which is wrong. Some guy on there said he bought one of those carbon fiber overlays that go over these off of eBay, and hasn't had a problem with these breaking off. I think that guy said that he just cut these off and stuck them in there and then put the overlay over it, which I'm contemplating doing as well. But shit, I might get a set for this car because these are still intact. Oh, and one other thing, when I replace that cluster lens, those 2 passenger side vents are all screwed up. I think when I have this big trim out, I'm going to try to repair them. Oh, we could not find a fold down back seat that was in charcoal at the boneyard. Found 2 of them, but they were this color. So we're going to save that project for another day. And I'm going to go ahead and replace the driver's side rear wheel bearing, because now I noticed a really loud noise. Now that I fixed the 2 front ones, those noises are gone from front. Now I hear one in the back, and I went and when I was putting the tires on, I noticed I could grab the wheel and wobble it, so this one's bad too. So this is a 2006 to, or actually 2000 to 2010 rear brake system with the parking brake shoe that I've already lifted up. I took the 4 bolts out and I'm trying to get this out of here, but let's just set this here and listen to this thing, how bad it is. Look at that. Look at that play. So this is definitely a bad bearing. I can't wait when I do the bearings on my 12. There's none of this shit on here, just the 4 bolts, and that bearing will come out and, you know, undoing the ABS. But these are such a pain in the ass. Just popping in to say that. I'll have it off in another 2 hours. I mean, I'm even doing my old rotor trick with the sledgehammer and the pipe wrench, and it's not budging. I'm gonna have to get out the torch. So I'm not recording this whole thing, I know, but got this dumb thing out of here, clean this up, and this stupid bracket for this e-brake, the adjuster, there's 2 screws that hold it in place, and that's what's holding his bearing in. These goddamn, they're Torx, what are they, T27s. Of course they strip out if you don't. I had to apply some heat and some WD. I had to get my old vice grips on here to get it loose. Man, what a pain in the ass. That's why I said I hate these stupid drum and hat parking brakes. Just crap. So I said it's gonna be cake when I do my 12 Impala. I don't have to deal with none of this shit. So yeah, anyway, thought I'd drop in and say that. If you can hear me talking over my wobbly ass fan there. The deed is done. I just want to say, putting that parking brake bracket back on with those stripped out T27s. Well, one of them was good, the other one was completely stripped. I just went through my old nuts and bolts. I found a bolt similar to this that I recall it was from my 2004 Impala, one of the exhaust manifold shields. It was the perfect thread pitch and just a little bit too long, but it had the hex head like that, and it doesn't appear to be interfering with anything. So hey, so I'm saying, save your bolts from your old GMs. You never know what you might find. But yeah, pain in the ass. Here's the old one. And I already test fit the rotor. I think I didn't even need to adjust this at all. I just kept the adjustments how it was. So we're gonna get this back on the road soon. All right, let's look her over. I say we take her for a spin. The thunder has been brung. We gotta shut that radio off. Already I don't hear that stupid grinding noise. No, it is silent. It is silent. Yeah, baby. Listen to that. No more noise. That leaves me with one more wheel bearing to change, but that one's not making any noise. Found the ones that were, and look at this. We're going perfectly straight down the road. I got the new leather wheel on with the controls. I tried hooking up that Bluetooth thing, but it doesn't work anymore, so I just ran a aux cord. Works fine. We got the new cluster lens in here. Alright. Yeah, baby. Yep. Nice and straight down the road. Opposite. Usually a speed trap right there. I'm glad there wasn't. He probably would have pulled me over for holding my phone in my hand like this. Yeah, I like this, man. I don't hear any more growling from the rear. Thing is silent. Oh, let's take it around the corner. Let's squeal her. Let's squeal her. Oh, listen to those tires squeal. Well, thanks for coming along the journey with me on this Copart 2009 Impala. She's ready to be released into the wild. My stepson just got his license. He just got a job for the summer, so time to hand him the keys to this bad boy. Still gotta come up with a name for this car. It's a gold car. I don't know. I put up a poll on my community tab. I don't know if I really like any of those names on there, to be honest. I don't know. We'll think of something. A gold grandpa car. I don't know. We'll think of something. But anyways, thanks for coming along on this journey with me. This is a great car. And for the prices of what used cars are selling for at this point in 2021, I got a hell of a deal on this thing. So, anyways, please give me a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, help support the channel. Check out my other videos, all that pandering. Thanks for visiting, and take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.